Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, wrestling fans and sports entertainment fans, welcome to the No Shave Man Cave. I'm Ellie Jair.
I'm Jay Tilley.
Hold on. Is threes a crowd? Like, dude, I'm down with like some three-ways matches, but I think I appreciate how the WWE used to just get everybody onto a card, whether it was like through the Andre the Giant battle royal, or some kind of battle royal or a tag team event. But bro, we got to protect some of these titles. We got to protect some of the names, and I think we're on the same page tonight. So it should be a pretty easy gig. Congratulations to Glasgow. Great showing, great crowd, and McAfee in the kilt, bro. Sheesh.
Had you a little flustered, did it? You
flustered
and seen in the legs.
He was over there yeeting with his skirt.
We'll get into what I think they might be setting. They've got another triple threat, and like you said, is triple threat their new battle royals to get everybody in the card. But we'll get into that the last match because I think there's some interesting theories in that. But yeah, like you said, the rest of the card we can kind of breeze through. Not a whole lot happened, to be honest with you. So we get the opening segment. John Cena coming out, doing his best Nicolas Cage. If you know, you know. If you don't, go watch our show from Sunday. But yeah, he comes out doing his new heel promo, and that he's going to ruin wrestling by beating Cody and taking the belt home. I don't know. It was another decent heel promo from him, but golly, is he long-winded? Like, dude, get to the point. And then we get Cody that comes out and says, you're going to take it away from them, but you forgot something. You got to take it away from me first. So they're building some emotion for that match, and I appreciate that. But, oh, my gosh, that was a long-winded promo.
Yeah, he's sitting there talking about, you make this so easy for me. Meanwhile, you're like, dude, I have reservations. I've got to be somewhere. But like you said, I think it invoked some serious emotion. It makes me push the I believe button that there is a very, very good chance that John Cena walks out of WrestleMania as the world champion. And I, a couple weeks ago, said Cody's going to leave the world champion out of Mania just because they want to have some kind of a mystique with him, and then he'll be put into a situation where there's no way that he can win, almost like a bloodline rules kind of a situation, and it'll just be too much for him. But I think there's a really, really good chance that we end up seeing the spinner title before Cena exits left, and maybe when he gets brought into the Hall of Fame, whoever brings him in, now that he's dropped Ric Flair's name, maybe Ric Flair puts him into the Hall of Fame, and they present him with a spinner title at his presentation
with a big 17 on it that just spins.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next segment we got was the tag team match between the Usos, the returning Usos, making their tag team return versus A-Town Down Under. Not a whole lot. I mean, a standard Uso match, not much to say.
Yeah.
The post match was Gunther attacking Jimmy and then getting in there with Jay. And then I guess, and I'll get your opinion on it. So Jay goes for a spear but trips, and then Gunther beats him up. Like, are they really going to feed into the fact that he can't wrestle? So we see him legit botch last week, and now they're going to play it up like, oh, he just sucks. Like his nerves are getting the best of him. I just thought it was very goofy because it was obviously not a real slip. Like, if you watch it back, you can see he knows what he's doing. But I'm like, come on, talk about some storytelling.
Yeah, there was a little yeeting going on in there, and him slipping on some yeet. It can happen. It happened to the Shockmaster. They jokingly said that's a tribute to the Shockmaster, but I think this is sort of one of those things where you're just casting a greater shadow of doubt on whether Jay, the one half of the potentially the greatest tag team that the WWE has ever had, homegrown anyway, not the Road Warriors or that. But
Okay. I'll give you the homegrown part. Okay.
no, homegrown. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I
homegrown.
was about to get on you.
Absolutely.
I was like, whoa, dude.
No, no,
We're
no,
going to go off
no.
the rails
Yeah,
now.
yeah. This is too soon. But I think with the Usos, they're part of the bloodline. So they have some built-in credibility, and they're just sort of sprinkling in a little bit of doubt. Yeah, he can't beat Gunther. There's no way. I keep going back and forth. One day I'm like, oh yeah, he'll win the title. Then the next time I'm like, oh god, he can't even get through the ropes. Are you serious? So it's they're doing a good job, and the whole thing, honestly, I think stems from the fact that the Yeetamania is going wild. And what are you going to do when you got the yeet all over you?
Yep.
And he's moving more merch than even Cody is. So,
Yep.
there you have it. So,
Yep. Yeah, we could stay on that for a while. I've got some thoughts on it too, but
yeah,
let's get through the recap, and
facts.
we'll circle back around maybe on Friday on our show.
Yeah.
So we've got the next segment is just Judgment Day in the back. Dominic Mysterio and Carlito talking about their upcoming plans to get Penta to join, and nothing much to that. I don't know if you got anything to say on that. If not, I'll just keep going. All right.
No, yeah, I mean, it was just a thing
just
that
a filler.
happened to fill
Yep.
12 minutes. So,
Yep. Then we get the women's Intercontinental title match, Lyra Valkyrie versus Raquel Rodriguez. Good match, a very big, strong, big, I was going to say big guy, big girl versus small girl kind of match. Lyra Valkyrie ends up retaining the championship because Liv Morgan gets involved, DQ and all that other stuff. They go to beat her down. Bayley comes out to make the save. So I'm guessing we're setting up some tag team feuds between Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie and Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. It was a decent match. I enjoyed it, but I don't know where they're going with it. Are they going to set up a tag match for WrestleMania?
Yeah, Bayley didn't have a program. They need Bayley and her huggers, if you will, to be on the grandest stage of them all. So, I mean, she's a Northern California girl. They're going to be in Vegas. It only makes sense. So,
yep.
It's unfortunate you're not going to have all of the titles defended. Granted, it's not Night of Champions or whatever, but this also could also lead to someone turning because of some weird situation. Valkyria gets upset. Now her and Bayley go one-on-one. Bayley comes out the victor as the babyface. But yeah, it was good match. Like you said, you had some big moves in it. Raquel had a good showing. Good to see her.
Yes, she did.
Going solo, and we'll see what happens. Like you said, though, I mean, a couple weeks ago they booked the U.S. champion and the Intercontinental champion both took L's in a tournament. Yep. So this 50-50 booking with the mid-card titles continues. So there we go. But we got to see Bayley, so thank you, Bayley.
We did. Then we get some what I think right now is the worst storyline for women's wrestling, especially considering the three people involved going right now. And that's the Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky thing, man. Like, all three of them are top stars. They're stars. This is so convoluted and gunky, and it makes Rhea Ripley look just like a whiny little kid. It makes Io Sky look like nobody cares about her and don't respect her as a champion. And is Bianca the heel now? Like, I thought she was the big hero after the Naomi stuff. So just really weird stuff, but we get a contract discussion there. Adam Pearce says it will not be a triple threat going into WrestleMania. That next week we're going to get Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the championship. The winner of that will go on to WrestleMania. I'm guessing it'll be a DQ or something funky, and they're going to have their triple threat. But, I mean, I don't know. What did you think? I just think this is like such a step down for these three women.
100%. You go from, a couple years ago, Rhea went against Charlotte. Io and Bianca Belair went face-to-face. Bianca Belair came out the victor against Io. Rhea still to this day has not beaten Io Sky. So, I mean, there's, all kinds of different storylines. But you have the most dominant woman in recent history, Rhea Ripley, coming out. Oh, I need my
And
rematch,
Bianca's
blah,
right
blah,
there
blah.
too.
Yeah.
She was
And
one of the
you've
most
already
dominant
waited
too.
3 weeks, so you can wait 3 weeks more. And now you have Bianca coming out with a much different look, the fronts, different gear. I said what I said, and everything looked like 3 seconds late. So you're like, okay, not only are these some of the most accomplished women in all of professional wrestling, but now they're looking clunky. It was good to see EO get some moves in, so we'll see what happens. It's odd that Bianca doesn't have to do anything, and she's just going to ride into WrestleMania. Well, she
Well, I mean,
won
she won Elimination
elimination. Da da
Chamber.
da da.
Yeah.
Okay, good to go. But like you said, she'll be ringside next week, and something will happen. She'll be in a chair. Rhea will come into her chair. EO will come into her chair. There'll be a DQ, double count out, whatever, and we're still getting a 3-way. So,
Yep.
So
Next segment was El Grande Americano. We get a video package for the return from wherever he's been. Some AI video package of El Grande Americano, all the way from the Gulf of America, coming in, and he's got a match against Dragon Lee. It was a decent match. It starts with back and forth, some lucha style matches, but El Grande ends up pulling Dragon Lee's mask off and uses that in order to put the ankle lock on him. Suspiciously, the moonsault and the ankle lock look a lot like Chad Gable stuff. It was kind of weird. What did you think of this match?
I just thought it was ironic. That's not Chad Gable. There's no
it can't
way.
be. He was sick.
Yeah. No, I mean, he had a letter from his doctor, so I mean, it seemed legit. But I don't like when you mess with the masks.
Yeah,
and that's just a me thing. Very athletic, very good, strong match, and have it end that way. I think it's going to lead up to something. Eventually, we'll get to the culmination of whoever this masked luchador is. I'm excited to find out who it is. So yeah,
me too. I'm very, I'm really curious. Maybe it's Sami Zayn back in his El Generico phase. I don't know.
There you go.
Then we get CM Punk making his Glasgow debut, or I guess it's not his debut, but his Glasgow arrival tonight.
Return, yeah.
Cuts a promo talking about how Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, he brought them both in and created them, and he can't wait to destroy them. How neither one of them have ever been able to beat him without the other one's help, and very much hinted that match will be the main event of night one. I mean,
oh hell yeah!
Other than downright out saying it, he pretty much hinted at that. He didn't get everything he wanted, or did he? And then I loved another great line in there. I thought was the Roman Reigns is just pissed and taking it personally because he's finding out Paul Heyman's not his number one wise man or something. He winks at the camera. I was like, oh, that's a good touch.
Yeah,
that's a good touch. But classic CM Punk stuff. Good promo. I enjoyed it.
Awesome psychologically, because now you're casting doubt throughout the entire match. Who's going to do what to who? Is Heyman the chief, your tribal chief's wise man? Is it CM Punk, or
does he swerve?
Is there going to be a swerve and he's going to turn into the architect's wise man and burn them both? So this absolutely, yeah. Next thing you got Brock Lesnar, and now you got a freaking 4-way. But I think this is going to be super interesting and great piece of business. My favorite part of the night.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it might have been mine too, actually. Not taking away anything from the main event, which was Braun Breaker versus Penta. Really, really good match. I hated that it ended on a DQ.
Yeah, that's what ruined it. Yeah.
That's what ruined it. Really good match between these two. Penta has not had a bad match since he's been back, I don't think, or since he's been in WWE. Really enjoyed this match. And this is kind of what I was talking about off the top of the show, though, because it ends with the Judgment Day interfering and beating down Braun Breaker. Then we get some teasing of some crap between the Judgment Day, but then not really. And then they hand Penta the chair, and Penta ends up hitting Mysterio with it. So then they beat down Penta. So are we setting up Penta, Braun Breaker, and Finn Balor for WrestleMania? Like another triple threat match? Or are we going to have Finn, the other potential, which I think would be the more preferable one, is Finn Balor versus Penta going into WrestleMania, because holy cow, that could main event any show.
Yeah.
So it was a clunky ending. I like the story it set up, but it just feels like another triple threat they're setting up.
Yeah, hopefully they unpack it over the next couple of episodes of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, since they're bringing all of the shows together with them seemingly being super shows. Friday night is coming out of London, so I mean, you know, there's potential to see some more stuff. So, great plans laid. Interesting to see, where does Dominic fit in? Where does Finn fit in? Penta, I'd like him to get a clean shot at the Intercontinental Championship, but Braun Breaker is going to want some revenge against the Judgment Day. So how does that, all
we're
come to fruition?
So we're going to have Braun Breaker and Penta tagging against, the Judgment Day for like 3 weeks, and then it'll break down, and then we'll get the triple threat. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Or we have a ladder match or something wacko where
standard WWE booking.
Yeah. But yeah, like we talked about, I thought the best part, speaking in the ring, CM Punk, his friends in Glasgow, the crowd was totally into it. When Cody came out, they were singing, and all in all, I think the crowd did a better job than the performance in the ring, only because it seemed, just like you said, kind of clunky.
Yep.
So shout out to the Glasgow crowd. The whole entire European trip has been tit. So 3 beards for just for that piece of business in the ring, CM Punk, and then the crowd was on fire tonight. So
yeah, I was right there with you. I thought it was an average Raw. I went 2.5, 3. Kind of bouncing between the two.
Yeah.
I'm trying to narrow down and tighten up how I want to rate these things.
Yeah.
And if this was average, technically it would be a 2.5. So that's where I'll go with, is 2.5, about an average Raw. It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. It flew by. I don't know whether that's because I watched it later, so there was no commercials, or what the case was. I enjoyed it. I just thought, exactly what you said. So that's it, man. That's your Raw rundown from March 24th. Hey, I hope you enjoy it. We're back in the grind, and appreciate every one of you. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us anywhere you get your social media from. Twitter, No Shave Man Cave, Instagram, NSMC_podcast. I'm probably going to go ahead and change all of our handles to that just to make it easy. But anyway, make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let us know what you guys thought about this Raw. Is this another triple threat? Did triple threats replace battle royals and getting everybody in the card? What is happening? And make sure you tell your friends to check us out. If you want to hear the audio version, check us out wherever you get your podcast from. Hot tag to you, brother. Take us home.
Boom. As always, thanks for checking us out here at the No Shave Man Cave. To all the work that's being done behind the scenes by J. Tilly and El Editore, I cannot thank you enough. To everyone, thanks for checking us out here at the No Shave Man Cave. Come check us out at noshavemancave.com, where you can get your merch. And we've got No Shave Man Cave on Twitter, on X. You want to hit us up on email to get us to do a subject that you would like us to do, noshavemancave@gmail.com. So, as always, on behalf of J. Tilly, I'm Ellie J. Thanks for checking us out here. To our brothers and sisters at arms, thank you for what you do. Hurry up, get your ass back home. And until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you on the floor. Let the